I just am like shocked at the prices going up like 50%. Hi, you want to say hi? Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Brianna with City Lights and Starry Nights, and we just had a pretty severe thunderstorm, and we haven't had rain like that in like a month, over a month probably. We've been in drought situation again for the second time this summer. We had been watering our field with a sprinkler just to try to grow a little bit of grass, but we finally got some rain. I'm so excited. So the sun has come back out, but everything's just damp and wet. And I am gonna go out to the barn and see where the roof is leaking and put some tape there. So later, when I'm ready, I can put some more caulking on the roof. Sealant, caulking, whatever. I think the wind keeps like pulling up on the metal sheeting and making it where it breaks the seal. So not good. We gotta figure that out so it stops doing that. But let's go figure out where our leaks are. We also need to do some reinforcing because some of those metal pieces are bending quite far in there. You can see they divot in. We plan to put some 2x4s right on the top there to help reinforce it like we did on that side. We still need to paint the barn. Lots to do. So you can see I put tarps on the hay just in case it decided to leak in those spots. We just bought this hay and I do not want it ruined. And there's the goaty girls. What you doing, girls? Hi, babies. Goaty girls. All right, there's some evidence of a leak. Some dripping muddy marks. So I know somewhere up there it's leaking. So I'm gonna, oh, there it is, I can see it. It's a little darker in that area. I'm gonna get some tape up there. Just added some tape and you can see that it's an actual screw hole. So the screw didn't really make it all the way into the wood. It's kind of on the edge of it, so it's leaking a little. Okay, girls, let me come out. Hi, baby girl. Hi, Jade. Pretty girl. Here's my pretty girl. Now, you can definitely tell that there's a leak here, and I've known that this leak was here. And then again, it is from another screw hole. So we'll get that one fixed up. Ignore all the poo. You two are messy. Are you messy girls? Yeah? That storm was so crazy. Whoa, what you doing, girl? Can you tell me about the storm? There was lightning popping everywhere. Goats. This is why it's hard to get like footage of the goats, because as soon as I see the camera, they just are right up in it. Too much cuteness. We're working on getting the barn winterized by doing little things here and there, like sealing up the roof and getting things done. So we got some straw the other day, and I cannot believe how much straw costs right now. I bought 4 bales of straw at our local farmer co-op and I paid $7.50 a bale. And in the spring when we got our goats, what are you doing? She's jumping up trying to get the camera. When we got the goats, I paid $5 a bale of straw. I just am like shocked at the prices going up like 50%. Hi, you want to say hi? Oh, you're gonna get me all dirty and poopy. You're gonna get me all poopy. Mwah. What are you doing? Are you being silly? Oh, that feels good. Does that feel good? She's being so silly. All the chickens came out. So one thing Eli's been working on is figuring out a chicken door that the goats will not get in, but the chickens can get in and out. Oh, they're all out here in the shade. Stella, are you gonna show us how you test it? Can you go through it? Nope. So they don't even really try anymore. They did in the beginning, but what he has rigged up seems to be working right now. Hi chickens, do you guys like being able to come out? One of the things the goats have figured out how to get out of their gate, and they figured out if they push hard enough on this, it will undo this latch. So we need to like do a different gate situation, but in the meantime we just put a carabiner through this little hole to keep it from opening because they're too smart. Tell you, baby goats are like having toddlers, and they're not even babies, they're like 6-7 months old, but it's like having toddlers. It's like just trying to stay one step ahead of them. Also, before I leave the barn, an update on the chickens. We rehomed all of our silkies, sold the girls the hens, and rehomed the roosters, thankfully. So I was ready to be like done with the little chickens. They're cute, but just not great for us. We want to stay more with like layers and just focus on like eggs production and meat production with chickens. So silkies had to go. They were cute, fun little experiment, but it was time for them to go. So we got them rehomed, and all the other big birds are starting to lay eggs. Super exciting. So we're getting like anywhere between, we normally were getting around 3 to 4 a day with our big girls, and now we're getting like 4 to 6. Really depends, because some of the older ones are molting and some of the little ones haven't started laying yet.
Hey, Mommy.
What's up, babe?
You
You want to show me something?
I fall.
Oh no, you fell?
My head.
You hurt your head? Hi, Dobby. You okay? You got your boots on? You walk through the garden with me? Okay. What are you finding?
Tree.
Where'd you say you were finding?
Tree.
Treasure? Oh my goodness. Oh, did they find it? Wow. They're on a treasure hunt. They're finding treasure. How fun.
I hid treasure for them, and then I made maps for them to follow.
Wow, how creative. Good job. Alright, I was gonna walk over here and show you the garden, a little update over here. Guys, it is incredible, this weather. It was so windy and so stormy, and now it's very still and not windy really at all. The wind is died down a lot. But let me show you what I've been doing in the garden. You can see the garden is super cleared out right now. I was able to get everything pulled out from the summer garden and weed really well. The weeds had really gotten away from me, but we cleared out as much as we could. And then I have planted cover crops and beds we're not using over the winter. We have the seeds down for the crops I'm gonna grow, hopefully, you know, until we get really hard freezes in maybe like January. I plan to cover them, so I have row covers coming in the mail, and we're not supposed to have a freeze until next week. We have a potential for a freeze on, it's gonna be forecasting for 33. So at that point, I'm gonna pretend like it's going to freeze, because who knows, it could go down to 32. So I will have all my row covers on and my plants protected, even though the seedlings haven't germinated yet. We're just still waiting on them to germinate, which is okay. I'm hoping that they'll germinate, because during the daytime, we're still getting warm, like 70s, 80s. Yesterday was like 85. I mean, so it's plenty warm enough for them to germinate. It's just the nights are starting to get cooler. So we're gonna see some 30s coming up, and just wanna prepare for that. You found treasure? You found treasure?
Money.
What kind of treasure? Show me.
Money.
A money!
Money.
Actual coins.
It's a rubber band.
And a rubber band. Wow,
And we
how
got 2
fun.
treasure maps.
Nice. Is it fun having big sisters
Yeah.
to do treasure maps with you? Girl, get down. I have planted lettuce and kale and spinach in these beds. This is the bed I plan to row cover. And then some celery towards the back and everything. And I think I've learned one important thing this year is that I really like raised beds over in-ground beds. So our ground here is super hard. It has rocks everywhere, and it's just not good for growing. So I have put soil on top of our natural ground, about this thick, 5 or 6 inches, and throughout last fall, winter, now summer, it has compressed, and so it's maybe 4 inches. And guys, that's not enough. I've noticed a lot of the plants were struggling. I think they were running out of space. So I'm planning to go this winter, throughout the winter, and make raised beds in all of our rows here and top off all these beds. I'll do a video on like everything we did, like a recap of what we grew. It was a challenging year because of the drought and things just didn't work out. Some things, it was a learning experience for a lot of things, but we were able to grow stuff. But I really want to be even more successful next year. So I think if the raised beds will be helpful in giving the plants more room to root, but also it'll give us more produce and keep the weeds at bay, because these weeds, I tell you, they were like so time consuming this year. And the one raised bed I have at the end here with my strawberries, like 0 weeds. I picked out only a couple the whole time. So I think that if we go to raised beds again, it might really make a difference. Today is also a bread making day, so I'm trying to get some bread done. And these are done and ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna brush them with a little olive oil and get them ready. Okay, the bread is in the oven. I have 20 minutes, well, 19 and a half minutes before I pull it out. So let me go show you the rest of the garden. I put my hat on because it is now super sunny. Well, it is definitely heating up and getting muggy out here. Not what I like, but rain, I'll take it. These sunflowers are so tall. I think they're probably 12 to 13 foot. It is pretty impressive. The only kind of living and productive thing right now is these few bean plants, and I need to come in here and get some of the beans off, but the bug pressure has just been so heavy. They still got a little, they're not too big. Another improvement we're going to do is put landscape fabric down in the row, in between the rows, to help us not have to manage grass all year. So the other gardening space I have left is the porch garden, as I like to call it, and I have not seeded anything over there. I did pull everything out and weed it and harvested all the peppers and stuff from that side, but we have not put anything else down in there. So I plan to probably today or tomorrow go ahead and lay down some cover crop seed. That way that can get going and germinating. Hopefully with this weekend rain, it will help it really germinate with the warm weather during the day. But yeah, so that space needs done. Really, besides the garlic, we are like in slowing down mode with the garden. It's so surreal. The cold is coming, so that is, you know, getting the animals ready and calming down the busyness of the garden. It's been a fun summer, but wow, time to take a breath. I will show you guys on the next vlog about what we're doing over here. Hopefully we can make some progress in the next few days, but it's been a huge project, but it's gonna be really cool when it's done. Let's go check on that bread. Tonight for dinner we're doing chicken noodles, so I pulled these out of the freezer. This is my bone broth and chicken, already cooked shredded chicken from one of the chickens we harvested or processed, I guess, last winter. I'm gonna get it going here because we have church tonight. All right, our bread is done. Oh yeah, it's definitely ready. Look at that. Nice. It rose really well. Oh yeah, 2 good loaves. There's just something about homemade bread. I have been making it about 2 to 3 times a week, and the whole family says they cannot go back to store-bought bread because this stuff tastes so much better and it's cheaper. All right, I'm gonna finish getting this soup ready for tonight. I'm gonna leave you guys right there. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you guys on our next video.